Thank you for joining me for yoga today. So we're going to do a mostly seated series today, focusing on opening up the hips and releasing some low back pain. If you've got any hip or knee issues, proceed with caution. But as always, just listen to the body and do what feels right, what feels good. Never want it to be painful. But you do want to feel a stretch. But let's get started. So slide back in the chair, sitting up tall. Pull the shoulders back, find the back of the chair and just kind of lean into it. So we know exactly where upright is, creating space in the diaphragm so we have that room to breathe. Really opening up, shoulders are back, nice and tall. And find that space where you're sitting up. Take a great big deep breath in and audibly let it out. Ready, one more time. Inhale, just let it go. All right, this time with the inhale, sweep the arms up, reach for the ceiling. Great big inhale, bring the palms together, slide them down through center line, and let them come down, drifting down to just lay in the lap. Allow the eyes to close. Find that comfortable space. Sitting up tall, feel the belly expand, coming into the breath. Letting go of anything you have to do or anything you did do, and coming into this moment. And notice any resistance to just pausing for 30 minutes to do some yoga. And then put the mind on the breath. Single point of focus. Allowing the body and the mind to come together for just a little while. Eyes are closed and breath is still. Catch the next out breath and make it just a tad bit longer. Notice how the inhale is just a little bit longer too. Allow the breath to naturally deepen. Follow that exhale out just a little bit longer on the next one. Deepening even further. Keeping the mind on the breath, always bringing it back. This is home base. Breathing in nice and deep, and breathing out. With the eyes still closed, pull the shoulders back to the back of the chair and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Just let it rest there. Let it go where it can go comfortably. No work for it to do, just to drape over. Noticing the stretch. Then roll the chin down towards the chest. The ear still leaning to the shoulders. Just rolling over some of those muscles in the side of the neck. And then roll the chin up, keeping that head over. You'll notice a different series of muscles slip further back of the neck as the chin goes towards the ceiling. Feel the stretch. No discomfort, just a stretch. And then roll the chin back down. Drop the ear to the shoulder again and just see how that feels. It's a little different this time. Creating a little space. Ears to the shoulder. With that head draped over, look up, take the chin up to the ceiling. Then look up with the eyes as the chin goes up. Follow the breath. Notice the difference. Maybe there's a little more space here. Maybe you can go a little bit further. Check in. We're not forcing, we're not pushing. We're allowing. Just inviting it to open. And then come back down. You turn it all the way down, so now the chin is coming towards that shoulder. Little twist there. Changing the muscle grip we're working on. Look down at the floor, maybe down behind you. Work the eyes into the stretch. And then slowly and gently, we're looking up, kind of on a diagonal now. The chin goes to the opposite wall, but it goes high. And then bring it back down, chin to chest, or chin to shoulder. Beautiful. Bring the head back up. Drop it off from one side to the other just a little bit. Bring it back to neutral. Notice the difference. One side's a little more loose. Notice what happens to the shoulder when you drop it over to the side. We haven't stretched. The shoulder wants to come up. Okay, coming back to neutral. Shoulders are back. Great big inhale. Exhale. Just coming back to settling in. Take that left ear to left shoulder. Just let it be. Shoulders are back against the chair. Finding that neutral. Noticing which muscles are engaging. And just allowing that chin to chest, or chin to ear to shoulder. Feel the stretch. Notice what's happening on the opposite shoulder. See what happens if you bring it down just a tad. It's going to want to creep up. Bring it down. Maybe the ear goes a little closer to that shoulder. And bring the chin down a little bit towards the floor. Still ear to shoulder. A little bit different stretch, different muscle group. And then take that chin up to the ceiling. So now we're looking up, looking at the ceiling. Take the chin up as far as it'll go. Still keeping the ear towards the shoulder. Notice which muscle engaged. And just see, maybe it's a different muscle that engaged the other side. Sometimes that happens. Roll the chin down. Ear towards shoulder, chin towards the chest. Feel the difference. Feel a gentle stretch. And then take it back up towards the ceiling. Roll over that muscle group. Look up at the ceiling. Center, we're going to take a little diagonal. So now the chin comes towards the chest, or chin comes towards the shoulder. And then it goes on a diagonal towards the corner of the ceiling. A little bit different. Shoulders are back and down. Bring the chin over to that other shoulder. Looking a little past where you can look. That stretch in the eyes. And then roll it up to the ceiling. Feel that. Notice what happens in the back of the neck. Make it a little bit in the front. Bring it down. Looking down at the floor. Take the eyes with you. And then take it to the ceiling last time. Look up, maybe look a little further. And come back to neutral. Just let the head wobble a little bit from side to side. Maybe it's a little circling. Find the movement that feels right and good in your neck. Listening to the body. What does it need? What's crunchy if you roll it? Rolling it over. Give it a little more space. And then roll it in the opposite direction. Looking up. And then down. Great big giant circle. Going clockwise. You're circling with the nose. And then come back to center. And turn and go in the opposite direction. Notice what's different. Always that second side, a little different. Feeling what feels good and what doesn't. And then just shake it out. There it is. Loosen the shoulders, bring the shoulders up high, around and down. A couple of big, easy shoulder rolls. No big effort. Bring the heart forward, the shoulders back. Let them drop down. Just big circles. Loosening everything up in the top of the body. Loosening it up. We're going to add the arms. Next circle as you come forward. Bring the arms up. Bring the hands together. And then open them out wide. We're coming across the chest. Bring the shoulders back together. Feel those shoulder blades come. And push the palms behind you. And then make a little fist and bring them forward. Feel those flexors. And then roll it back. Extend the arm back. Bend that backwards. Push out through the heel of the hand. Extend the fingers. Wiggle them around. Then roll them in. Feel the hands move and roll them out. One more time. Make a fist. Roll the palms in. Keep those shoulders back. Keep the heart forward. And out. Open those hands. Pull them back. There it is. All right, bringing those hands forward. Tuck that chin to the chest. Round the back. Let it slide all the way back. Bring the palms together, chin down. And then reach it up, out, and open. Look up at the ceiling as if you're standing in the sunshine. Looking up at the ceiling. Then bring the palms together. Roll the palms over. Bring the back of the palms together. Notice the difference. Tuck the chin and round the back. Feel that stretch. You're still reaching out through the fingers. And then open it up wide. Great big movement. Again, looking up at the sun. Take a great big deep breath in. Palms are flat, looking up. And then turn them over, rounding back. Tucking the chin. And then inhale and bring it up. Last time. Palms are up. Looking up. Finding that deep breath as we fully expand. Exhale and contract, round the back, tuck the tummy, bring the back of the palms together. And then sweep them high, out and around, and bring them down and just give them a moment. Let the circulation come back, bring them from side to side. Taking them over, rocking them side to side. This time, take the left hand to the right knee and the right arm behind you, looking back, looking with your eyes as far back as you possibly can. Nice twist. Spine is tall and long. We're looking back. Take that chin back to the shoulder. It's already been there, so it knows where it's going. And then come back across. Take that right arm to the left knee, the left arm to behind you, and turn and look again. Spine is tall. Chin is looking over that shoulder. Eyes are looking even further. Good twist. Feel that back, just twisting, opening up. And release. Come back to center. Let both arms drop down to the side. Pick your favorite arm. We're going up both sides. So take it up as if you could touch the ceiling, reaching tall. Inhale, look up at that hand. Roll the thumb back and over as if you could look up under the armpit, which is essentially what we're doing. You want to feel the stretch come right off that hip bone, up the whole side of the body. Looking up and over, feel that stretch. Reaching up, give it a second. We're going to exhale, bring it down, and as you come down, take it into that twist. So the right arm hits the left knee. Take that left arm up this time, palm rolls up. We've got that twist going. Reaching up and over. Feel the difference. Feel that come out of the hip. Look up at the ceiling. Now you've got that right arm for balance. And it's side stretch. And same thing. Take that left arm over. Sweep it across. Right arm up. Palms are facing forward. And then roll it back. Look up under the armpit. Lifting out of that hip. Feel that stretch. Come across the hip, but all the way up the side body as you lean over. And come on back down. Just drape it down. Inhale, reach them up. One more lift up out of the body. So we're going to interlace the fingers. Push up, really stretch up out of the body, but also out of the fingers. Open those hands up. Lifting up and then push it away. Keep the hands active and then bring it down. And let those arms go. Step the arm or the legs, coming down a little bit. Bring the legs wide. All right, sitting up nice and tall. We're starting with that first back bend of the morning. So less draping over. The belly button comes down first. The eyes are looking up. Heart comes down. Lowering it down to that first forward bend. And just let the hands straight down, let the arms slide down towards the floor. Keeping the chin up so you can still see. Looking forward. And when you get as far as you've gone, tuck the chin around the back. Feel that stretch come up out of the back, the whole back side of the body. Fingers come to the floor or down towards the floor. If they come down all the way, maybe walk them out a little bit further. What happens if you reach far in front of you? Just explore that back bend. And then slide the arms up slowly as you come up the body. Roll the shoulders back. One more time. We're going to just rock from side to side, loosening up the hip. Arms come sliding down the legs. Belly button comes down, heart comes down. We're lowering right on down towards the floor. Notice if you get a little further this time. And then tuck the chin and round the back. Slide those hands out if they go. No matter where you are, find that stretch. Reaching out, maybe the back doesn't come all the way to the chair, to the hips. That's fine. Find that perfect place for your body. Listen to your hips. Roll it down. And inhale, come on back up. Roll the shoulders. Notice what's different. Loosening up the back. Coming in, take the legs a little bit wide. Actually take them forward. So both legs are forward. Then slide them out. We're gonna take the favorite leg, slide it across. So now we're on an angle. Remember how we did that twist in the forward fold, or the side bend in the twist? We're gonna do forward fold in a twist-ish. So anyway, left ankle comes across right knee. Right knee is still forward. So we got a little diagonal thing going. We got a little external rotation on the hip. We're coming in, and we're just gonna forward fold over it. Maybe there's a little energy going out here, a little external rotation on that hip, but just the ankles are crossed. And come down, same thing. Draping over, chin tucks, looking down. Oh, feel that leg. Little external rotation. And just let it drip. Take a breath. Drape over the body. Feel the stretch. And then inhale, come on back up. You got it. Slide that leg up. We're gonna uncross the hips. Take it even wider. Legs are nice and wide. Now you felt that external rotation in that last move. This time the legs are straight out in front. Hips are wide. Check that you scooch back a little bit on your seat so you're not falling here. Good, inhale. And bring the heart forward, the chest down. You got it. Take it into that nice forward fold. Tuck the chin around the back. Look under the chair. And then slowly roll up. Hips come up first. They hit the chair, and then we bring the hips up and the shoulders up last. Perfect. Slide those legs in. So we're forward, we're back to the beginning again. This time the left leg is staying straight. And the left leg, they're both going a little bit wide. Anyway, and this time take the right leg over. So the right leg has gone over, right hip is left out, is rolled out. Inhale, slide in into that forward fold. There's just no perfection, so we're gonna do it. You know, sometimes the words get mumbled. Straighten it out. Sliding on down, notice what's happening in the hips. Feel that leg roll out. Take it down, tuck the chin, and that external rotation. And then slowly come back up. Inhale, this time we're gonna bring that ankle width up to the knee, slide it up. Now we've been here 1,000 times. So let's do it consciously this time. Think about where your hips are. Your hips are nice, level on the chair. So find both hip points. Bring that ankle to the knee. Bring the toes back. Very important. Anatomy lesson here. The muscles that pull the toes up and pull the feet in as we age, like so the toes come up, roll in. These muscles need stretching, and that's one of the muscles we're getting before we go down. So bring the toes back. Bring those back. Inhale, just come in gently, slowly, like as slow as you can, like you've never done this pose before. Keep those feet and toes extended. Maybe you want to give a little bit of a massage to the bottom of that foot. Rolling in, leaning over, find the tender points on the feet. Roll the toes back, deep into the foot. Feel that pigeon. And then come on back up. Sitting up nice and tall. Notice, there it is. Roll the shoulders back. Going in a little different direction now. We're going to slide that elbow down towards the knee. Now we've done a little bit of external rotation in the last move, so bring the elbow to the knee and just set your head on it, your hand on your hand, and lean in a little bit. So you'll feel a little bit of rotation. Notice what that feels like. We're not pushing, just letting the weight hold it down. This foot can go in for now. We're working higher. And we just let it go. It's amazing how much the head weighs and how much weight. Be gentle with that hip. And just let it relax. All right, you got it. Now come back up. Energize the foot. Adjust accordingly so that the hips are square and level. We're coming in. This time we're going to slide out a little further. Bring the heart forward. Come on down. Let the arms drape. Again, just a tad more pressure than we're used to. So be very careful as we work into it. Should feel this in the tail section there. Back in the glutes, piriformis, outer hip. Lowering down. Let the hands drape open. Find a little bit of extra weight when the hands are down. Just be gentle though. Find the place where it feels good. And then release into it. Perfect. Coming back up. Let's just let it go. Slide it over. Let's scooch a little forward and do the second side. So coming up, bring that ankle to the knee. Stretch those toes. We want those plantar muscles stretching out. Bring the toes back. Coming into that first pigeon of the morning. And again, just leaning in. Find out what's going on in there this morning. What's different on this side. Keep those toes active. Stretching down into that first pigeon. Don't expect a lot from it. We're just leaning forward. Bring the toes back, keep them active. It protects the knee, but it also stretches out some of the muscles that come down the interior of the leg. And then come on back up. Got that pigeon, let that go. Slide the elbow to the knee and just lean in. Just give it a little bit of weight. Again, we've done that external rotation. We did it on the other side first. So just opening up that hip. We're not jamming it down. We're just relaxing into it. And just feel what it feels like. Again, here's a good place to work those feet. Pull those toes back and apart. They have a tendency as we age to roll under. So roll it back. Work them out a little bit. Take it wide. A little push there. And then come on back up. Inhale, let that go. And one last pigeon coming down. See what's different as we drape in this time. Let the hands go down. Look down at the floor. Maybe it goes a little bit further. Notice how it feels. Did it go all the way into the back, into the tail section? Right in that piriformis, right in the outer hip. Feel that stretch. And then come on back up. Got it, slide it on, off, let it go. And just slouch those knees side to side. We've gone in and out here. One more little hip opener, maybe two, we'll see. Slide it open. Take the legs wide. Oop, hip popped. Take the legs wide, jump for the dog. Inhale. All right, slide the arms down the legs till the elbows come to the knees. Slide them right inside that little divot by the knees. Bring your hands to prayer hands in the center. and we're gonna push in with the legs, and we're gonna push out with the arms. So we're pushing in and out. So ready? So we're gonna do it at the same time though. So pushing it in and pushing out at the same time. Feel the difference, feel those muscles engage. Little stretch, working those legs. Pushing in and out at the same time. And then release and let the legs drop in. And then drop them back out and in. One last time, we're gonna slide those elbows into that divot. Push the knees out and push in and out at the same time. We're working both muscles. We're getting actually into the glutes in this one. We're pushing in, working the outside of the legs, in and out at the same time. Here we go. Taking it wide. And back up. Got it. Let those legs go. Take them wide. We're going into seated frog, which I don't know if we've done before. So take them a little bit wider than we've been doing. You're gonna notice this one in a lot of different places. So we're gonna sit up tall, just kind of get seated so that both hips are on the floor. Pelvis isn't rolled in or out, it's straight up and down. So if you can imagine a bowl right here, the hips are pointing back and then not pointing up, so it keeps it nice and level. So we're gonna inhale, we're gonna leave the legs as wide as they'll go. We're gonna start to come forward. And then we're gonna slide down those knees. The hips are still on the chair. So it's a forward fold with a very wide leg, but the back is very flat. Very flat. Bringing it out. We're actually working the external rotation here in the hips. So you can add a little pressure if you're feeling like you got the space. We've gone in this a couple of times. So we're leaning into the long forward fold. You got it, that's enough, far enough. Bring it in and bring the heart up. Bring the legs in. Ooh, let it go. Bring the legs out straight. Cross those ankles, bring them up, coming into eagle pose. So you can put your legs crisscrossed as if we're just sitting. Maybe the ankles wrap around. Maybe it's more comfortable to wrap them low. It's all about your hips. So let it go. Bring it in. So you're stretching the outside of this hip. You've done a lot for the interior. Bring the arms up, coming into eagle. This is our last peak pose. Bring it in, elbows together. Now take the elbow. So if your right arm is on top, if your right leg is on top, your right arm is on the bottom. I always say that wrong. So demonstrate it. There you go. Lift those elbows up nice and high. And then bring the elbow down towards the knee. Keeping the hips on the chair so the back is long. We're looking up over the fingers. Bring the elbow towards the knee. It's a good stretch. Bring the heart forward a little bit. Drop the shoulders. The shoulders will naturally come down if you bring the heart forward in this position. There it is. Feel it stretch in the upper body and the lower body at the same time. And then let it go. Bring the arms up. Take them out. We're just doing one of those. Let it down. Take the arms. Nothing ceremonious here. We're just going to change the cross of the legs. There it is. Swing it on over this time. Left arm is on, or left leg is on the top, so left arm is on the bottom. Bring it in. Elbows together. As close as they'll come. And maybe this is where you need to be today. Maybe here's fine. You find what's working for your shoulders. This is more about the hip today. So bring it in. Find the place that works for you. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's there. And see if you can find a little stretch there that you're not used to. It's always a little extra space in the body. Take the elbows up, reach them up, and then out. Feel that lean. Now bring them down. Bring the shoulders down. The heart comes forward, the shoulders go back. Boom, elbow comes to knee. There it is. That's all there is to it. We found it. Bring it in. Feel the stretch in the back. Feel it in the hips and the arms. It is all overstretched. Give it a second here. And then bring the arms back up. Unwrap the arms, sweep them out wide, reach for the ceiling. Great big inhale, push it up, reach for the ceiling. Unwind the legs, bring it back down. We're gonna take the arms into the back. We're gonna come up into a little back bend. So bring the arms, palms forward, reach it up, follow the hands with the eyes, lifting up out of the hip, reaching back. Back bend at the top. Feel the arms rotate. They have to go back. The heart comes forward, the back bends. Reach it out and long. One last forward fold coming in. Bring the arms long and wide. We're reaching down towards the floor. Belly button comes to the thighs. Hands come to the floor-ish. Tuck the chin around the back, wherever is comfortable for you in that last forward fold. I want you to just drape there and feel everything unwind. If there's any place that's tight or tense, imagine the breath going into that space. Take a nice deep breath as you're in that forward fold. And send that breath to any place that's tight and imagine it relaxing. And then tuck the chin around the back. Come on back up. There you go. Scooch back in the chair. Find that comfortable place. Bring the shoulders back. Straight and tall in the chair. Inhale, reach the hands to the ceiling. Bring the hands together. As you exhale, coming down through the center. Back where we started, beginning at the end. Coming back into that quiet place. Let the eyes drift closed, the shoulders go back, the heart is open. Imagine breathing in through the heart. Exhale and release. Let it go. Take a moment to be grateful for the movement, the freedom, the space in your body. Let go of that, what it should have been or what it could have looked like. Let it go. Feel the magic of what it did. Body's a beautiful thing. Breathe in and appreciate. Notice what's different, what space is created. Sitting up tall. Bringing the mind to the breath. Letting go of the body. The eyes closed. Come into some gratitude. Maybe not just for the body, for the people around you, the joy in your life. Coming into the moment, appreciating all that is. And you're welcome to stay in the stillness for as long as you'd like. Feeling that gratitude. Finding that smile. Be ready to come out. Sweep the arms up. Reaching up tall. Bring the palms together. Hands down through heart center. Closing your practice. Letting the eyes drift open when you're ready. Or maybe you continue on.